Guys, I want to do a general talk about YouTube and YouTube in general. And sorry, there's a leaf hitting you. YouTube is a really, really good tool to have, and I've got to say that you can learn a lot of knowledge from YouTube. You can, for people that do kit reviews, before you buy any kit, go and have a look at a review on it, see if it's any good. Probably 99% of us already do that now. I certainly do it, guys. It's probably saved me a lot of money over the years. I've looked at a couple of tents that I was going to have and they weren't very good, so I didn't bother with them. And you know, after watching the review, and there was a couple of knives that I really liked, but they were really right-handed knives and I'm left-handed, so they were no good for me. But by reading the description box, it never actually says that on somebody's website who's trying to sell them. Only a guy doing a review will say strictly right-handed or left-handed, and I like that because then you know, actually that knife's no good for me. Or the guy that says this knife was a real bugger to sharpen, all of a sudden you're thinking to yourself, actually, if I'm out in the field and he's struggling at home and he's a knife reviewer guy, he's struggling to sharpen that at home, I tend to stay clear of products like that, guys, to be honest with you. I enjoy doing knife reviews, and that's why I do them. That was a question asked to me back along, you know, why do you do reviews or kit reviews? I enjoy it, you know, and that's what I've got to say. It's people must do what they enjoy doing, and people don't do that anymore. In the world today, we all hear about bad news, and I'll tell you what, the problem with it is good news doesn't sell, guys, and you don't hear about all the good news that is going on in the world. And there's a lot of good news in the world, and there's a lot of good people in the world. YouTube itself, 99.9% of the people on YouTube are good people. They're out there doing videos on stuff they believe in. They're out there having fun with their cameras, they're editing. 51 Foxy, Paul, really good friend of mine. He's out there enjoying what he does, and you have to admit he influences a lot of people on his channel by hammock camping, which will lead on to my next series coming out, which is the DD hammock camping series, which thanks to Fen, he's made that possible. So we'll be doing some hammock camping, and there's some different setup systems. I've already started filming for that, and I think it's more of a comedy actually than a hammock camping series. But you'll enjoy it, I'm sure, for the loyal subscribers, which most of my subscribers are. You know, they're great people. Most of them put out some amazing videos, and it leads me on to my pet hate on YouTube. On YouTube, there are some amazing channels, guys. They're absolutely amazing channels, and they've got 100 subs, 50 subs, 40 subs, 20 subs. I looked at a channel back along, Ants Wild Camping. Great channel, great guy, not so many subs. That's wrong in my eyes. People like that deserve 5,000 subs, deserve 10,000 subs. I looked at a channel the other day which had 200,000 subscribers on putting on makeup. Does that person deserve that amount of subs? Probably, because there's a lot of people that wear makeup, but I just can't understand the balance of YouTube. This is not about subs for me, guys. Do I want 10,000 subs? No. Do I want 5,000 subs? No. I wouldn't be bothered, guys. I like the subs that I've got because I know most of them by their first names. They ring me on Skype, they talk to me on Skype, and I've had this conversation before with a lot of people. I'm happy with all my subscribers that I've got. I like to know their names. I know stuff about them, about their lifestyles, and that, to me, that's really important. They're friends. They're not just a subscriber, somebody who's hit the sub button. Somebody who hits the sub button I like to get to know them, send them some nice messages and PMs. I don't, if they've taken the time to watch my videos, or they've taken the time to watch me and Megan out in the field, or they've taken the time to leave me a comment, then that's great. To me, that means there is a friendship there, and it's not just another number. And I appreciate everyone. I'm very blessed. I always appreciate everything I have in life, guys, and the countryside for me is just one of them. Being out here today is a real blessing in disguise. I watch people going out, and you will watch people going out on YouTube, looking at their videos, thinking, I wish I could do that. Well, after watching this video, you can go out and do that. Now, if you are badly disabled, or you're in a position where you're maybe too old, then enjoy watching them videos. But if you are a person who maybe has a slight disability, or I'm too big to go out and do that, I don't have the knowledge to do that, and that's the key one, is I don't have the confidence or the knowledge to do that. And there's 3 of my subscribers that have told me that, guys, and I'm telling you guys now, straight to your faces, get off the settee and get out there and stop this negative side of things in your mind. You have the opportunity now, today, to go out and enjoy the countryside. Whether that is going to somewhere where you've driven to in your car and walking 10 yards into the woods. Sit there quiet, and you will see animals, you will see things moving, and you will be able to look at the floor and start to see young shoots coming up, because there is early sign of spring coming, guys. I've spotted that today, and a lot of the guys out in the field, bushcrafters, you would have seen that by now. There is some signs of spring. A lot of the animals are pairing up. There's a lot of pairs of buzzards, pairs of magpies, pairs of tits. That sounds wrong, doesn't it, on the camera? But I'll be honest with you, guys, there is the signs out there of spring coming, and spring's going to come early this year. I'll tell you that now. For you guys, just go out there and do it. I really appreciate your support on my channel. I appreciate your comments that you have left me in the past. But guys, I'd prefer it if you didn't even leave me a comment. You unsubscribed from me if you want. I don't care. Go out there and do it for yourselves. You must. Because you have one shot at life. Don't let it pass you by. That, another question, or I got asked a question, a PM question, guys, and I'm not going to mention the name because he's quite a knowledgeable guy actually, and he said to me, he first started his question off to me was, this may be a dumb question. There is no such thing, guys, as a dumb question. If you have a question and you know somebody on YouTube who has that knowledge, if he's not so big on YouTube, or they're not so big on YouTube, where their heads is now swollen and they can't fit through a door, they will give you an answer and come back to you and say, well, actually, I tie my knot like this, or I use this knife because of this, or I like this stove because of this. The question the guy asked was a really, really good, valid question. It was about a knife that I was using, and he really just wanted to know any real down cons with it, and I've got to say there wasn't. But most of the products I review are pretty I stand by them a lot, and I do use them a lot out in the field, most days actually. I've got to say, you know, I'm using this Openo at the minute, and the Openo outdoor knife. Now Openo do near on the perfect Foda. It's cheap, it's common man's Foda, and it will pretty well much do what you need it to do. Cut things, carve, whatever. And it's a good little tool to have. Nice little lock on it, and you can get them quite small, which is really good for if you've got younger children. It's good in their hands, and it's a good little training knife, really. This one is I think the better model. I'm enjoying using this a lot more than I did any of the other Opinels. They've done a good job on it. I got asked another question, is do you prep? And the answer to that is no. And this is where the thumbs down on the video will come in, guys. I prep. I'm always prepping every day. I'm prepping myself with skills. And I come out here and I try and learn something different every day. And if it's too wet or the weather's not very good, guys, I'll sit at home and I'll watch some videos of some young bushcrafters, some old bushcrafters, some preppers. Guys, I like pickled onions and pickled eggs. I've got some real good tips on it from prepping channels. If you prep and you enjoy doing that, then you should do it. I think that today preppers has looked at they've you know, are we a separate society? No, you're not. You know, you have good homesteading skills, and that's what it's about. I like to live day for day. That's just me as an individual, guys. I'd prefer to come out here and pick some wild plants, make myself some stinging nettle tea. That's what I enjoy doing, and that's what I do. So that's the only reason why I don't prep. I don't store food at home, because if I did, I would just eat it anyway, to be honest with you. You know, sat at home on YouTube with the old packet of biscuits. You know, anything I've got in the cupboard normally goes, you know. So I don't bother with that. Do I prep my skills? Yeah. Do I prep my kids? Well, I'm always out teaching Megan some new skills that she needs to know it in the field, or whether she wants to do something in the countryside as a job later on in life. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully, if anything, the only skill that I will only ever teach her is you must get out there and do it for yourself. And that's my biggest lesson I teach to Megan. If you cannot make a fire in the woods, you must try again. You must try. If you don't make it today, try tomorrow. And if you don't do it tomorrow, have a look. Go off, have a look at some more YouTube videos on what other people's doing. Try and image that. Come back, try it. Now, their way may not work, but your way eventually will for you. And that's what I try to teach her. You must go out and do it. I often let her put our shelter up, guys. Sometimes it's brilliant, sometimes it's not that good. Do we worry about it? No. Why worry about it? As long as she's had a go and she's tried. Is she very good at tying knots? Not at the moment. Will them skills come? Yes. Why? Because I let her do it every time we come out here. I let her tie things up. I let her practice her skills. The guys that I really want to mention out is the smaller channels again, guys. It's just one of them things that winds me up. Some great channels out there. Search harder on YouTube to try and find them. And I shall put some links in the description box below of some channels. I'm not asking. I am asking, guys. I want you to go and give them a sub for me, and I want you to tell them that I sent you there. And if you don't like their stuff and you unsubscribe, then that's fine. And if you unsubscribe from me after me putting out this video, that's fine. There'll be no hard feelings or bad feelings on it. And for the 3 guys that, you know, have told me, you know, they don't feel they're confident enough to come out, if you unsubscribe from me, guys, that's fine. If you never watch my videos again, I don't care, as long as you go out there and try it. I'm not here to preach to anyone, and I don't want the video to sound like I am preaching to anybody, because it's not about that. It's about what I see on YouTube today and what I see in people today. And I actually don't see evil in people. I only see some negative sides of people, the can't do sides of people, or I've tried it but it didn't work. If you try something and it doesn't work, you must try again. To prove that it does work, look at a YouTube video. Bow drill fire, does it work? Yes. Sandy, Bivouac Jack has got some great videos on the bow drill fire. There are some really good. Briar Goat Killer, he's got some. Guys, if you were really struggling to make a bow drill fire, PM one of them guys, Sandy, very good at it, Briar Goat Killer, and say, could you do a video on the easiest way of making a bow drill fire? And I guarantee you, one of them guys who's not massive channels will go out there and do that video for you. And I have asked before, I've asked people to go out there and do a video for me, or could you do a review on that? Could you do a bit of a kit review on that? And they've gone out there and done it for me, and then everybody has enjoyed it. So guys, I'm not gonna go on anymore. If you don't like this video, that's fine. I can only tell you how it is and how I feel about it. Remember, we are one big community. Remember, we must support and help each other. And remember that there is a lot of good going on in the world today which never gets recognised. And I've got to say one more thing. After this video, guys, if you hit the unsubscribe button or you leave a thumbs down, if you take away one thing from this video, and that is you go out there and you do it. And that's all I'm going to say to you. So guys, with that in mind, that's enough of YouTube. After watching this video, just go out there and practice a skill, whether that's sat at home and sharpen a knife, or whether that is sat at home carving a peg or something like that, or whether that's at home prepping some pickled onions. I don't care. Go out there and do something and learn a new skill and try a different skill. So guys, with that in mind, I hope I'll see you all on the next one. I'm probably going to get a lot of negatives from this video. Guys, I'm 35 years old. I really don't care. Go out there and do it. I'll see you on the next one.